Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Tuesday, March 13th, 2012. There's a lot to cover, so let's get right into the charts here. We're going to start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You'll see that they are trading higher by about 7 points this morning, right to around that 1379.50 level, and that's where futures are sitting. So decent little pop there for the futures market. Now, normally, when the futures are higher, the dollar is lower. That is not the case this morning. Take a look here at the U.S. dollar index. U.S. dollar index is catching a pretty sizable bid, trading higher by about 20 cents or so. Make it 23 cents at the moment. So decent little pop here for the dollar. Now, if the dollar starts to retreat or pull back from its highs this morning, you will probably see the market inflate further. So very, very often we do get a stronger dollar, and then once the opening bell rings at the New York Stock Exchange at 9:30 in the morning East Coast time, the dollar will fade, and the major market indexes will start to rally. So you'll see the S&P catch a bid, the Nasdaq catch a bid, the Dow Jones Industrial Average catch a bid, the Russell will catch a bid. So that's what you got to look for here. But very, very good pop. If this dollar remains strong and really starts to move higher, then I would actually expect the markets to pull back. But this morning we're seeing some commodity names, stocks like Rio Tinto trade higher. Freeport McMoran, ticker symbol FCX, is trading a little bit higher. You're also seeing BHP Billiton trading higher. So everything is trading higher with the stronger dollar. But you can see as the dollar has moved higher, these stocks have started to pull back. So again, it's going to really happen around the opening bell. We'll see what the market does right when it opens. But if the dollar remains very strong, you really have to expect these major stock indexes to pull back a little bit. Now, right around I believe this afternoon, Ben Bernanke is going to announce his interest rate policy and his statement for the economy. So that will move markets as well. Right now, we're not expecting really any change. Rates will remain basically at 0%, the same place that they have been. That's the Fed funds rate, which is the overnight lending rate to the large banks. Basically, they've been at 0% since December 2008. So we don't expect any change there. Bank stocks are faring pretty well today. Take a look this morning before the open. JP Morgan is trading higher. BAC is trading higher. I believe Wells Fargo also trading higher. And then you have Citigroup trading higher. So all of the bank stocks are doing very, very well, as Chairman Ben Bernanke is likely to keep the Fed funds rate, the overnight lending rate to the banks, at 0%. This is the same level that it's been since December 2008. So the banks essentially can borrow money at nothing and still operate a credit card business, which averages about 17% interest. They could buy treasury bonds and they can buy stocks. So basically, the banks have unlimited capital. But if this dollar starts to continue to move up, that will be a negative. That will be a negative across the board. And the dollar is really making a robust move this morning. So very, very strong dollar. But we have to watch for this thing pulling back once the opening bell rings. All right, let's get into a few other things here. Gold. Gold is starting to move lower. Trading GLD is starting to trade. Is trading at 164.55. Spot gold is trading this morning at 16.96. That is down 4 points. So 16.96 an ounce for spot gold. Crude, however, is trading higher. Crude is trading higher by about 50 cents, right to around 106.83, 106.84 per barrel on West Texas crude. So light sweet crude is up again, and eventually that is going to hurt the economy. Eventually, high crude, high gasoline prices are going to hurt the economy. If you take a look at the UGA, which is the United States Gasoline Fund, and I'll just move this to a daily chart. Look at where this is sitting right here, all the way up here. So what a move it's been throughout the month of late December, all the way up into present times. You'll see that gasoline has just surged, and that's ticker symbol UGA. All right, let's look at some stocks out there this morning. I'm looking at Urban Outfitters, ticker symbol URBN. Let's get rid of all this gibberish here. There we go. So Urban Outfitters is trading down pretty sharply. The stock has a ton of support I don't know if it gets through this level, but if it does, watch $16. Watch $26.25. So $26.25. If it gets down there, that is your bounce. That is your bounce level for this stock. But it looks like a real good gap down, so the stock should get down there eventually. So 26.25 will be some support for the stock. Should that level fail, let me find a secondary level. Yeah, should that level fail, 26 and a quarter. Well, look at 26 and a quarter to 25. If that fails, stock should go down to 25.10. So that would be the next spot. After that, it would be all the way down to 23.50. But those are possible areas. Okay, so watch this. This is a strong gap down this morning on Urban Outfitters. Let's take a look at MDS. This is Midas Group. This stock is being bought out today. Do not do anything with it. Don't trade it. Don't buy it. Don't sell it. If you own it, take profits and congratulations. But there really is nothing to do here with this one. Let's take a look at MWE. This is MarkWest Energy Partners. This stock is trading off pretty sharply to around 59.37. The stock has downside potential all the way to around 57 bucks. Could actually even go a little bit lower. I'm not sure what the news is here, so you may want to check it out for yourself. But this one should get down to around $57. This looks like a pretty strong gap lower. I'm not sure what's going on there, though. Check it out. Let's take a look at Yoku. This stock made an acquisition yesterday. I believe they bought out Tudu. Today, the stock is trading lower. Nice little sell-off. It's still right in the range of 30 bucks, so nothing damaging at the moment. But there's a big gap to fill all the way down to 26 bucks, and the stock could be on its way down there. If it does break below that 30 level, I would think that it's probably on its way down to 26. But other Chinese ADRs today are all pretty strong. You could take a look at Sinacorp. That is was catching a bid. Take a look at Baidu. Baidu's up pretty nicely. So other Chinese ADRs are holding up pretty well today. Let's take a look at this CLNE. Everybody knows this name. It's Clean Energy Fuels. I believe this is a T. Boone Pickett's company. Stock is getting hit a little bit today. A lot of politicians own this stock. It is trading down here to around, well, it was a little bit lower. Now it's catching a bid back up. But again, this stock is owned by a lot of politicians. I don't really see anything damaging, but it is down a little bit in the pre-market, down about 50 cents or so. Let's take a look at this JVA. This is Java Holdings. This stock has been off the charts. I would not be a buyer up here of this JVA. This thing is overcooked, overdone. Maybe it has one more thrust left in it, but I would not be a buyer up here. Ton of resistance around 14 to 14, all the way up to 1475. Hard to pick this one to the top. I wish I could do it. But I would not be a buyer up here. If you own this thing, I would be taking profits. That's the way I'm looking at this one. Very extended on the daily chart. Overcooked, if you ask me. The coffee here is burnt. All right. Let's leave it there for today. I think that's all we're looking at. Again, you do have the Ben Bernanke meeting, so things are likely to get a little bit quiet after the first couple of hours today as the market waits for the Bernanke statement. That will be released. I believe this time around it's at 2:15. There will be no press conference, just a statement, and we'll see how it goes from there. But right now, market is rejoicing with the Bernanke overhang, and everybody's expecting him to just say something about another QE3 or something along those lines. With that said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Take care now.